People are sort of too stupid to properly understand HBO's The Idol. The Idol, starring Lily Rose Depp and The Weeknd, is believed by many to be garbage, full of bad acting and overly sexualized plots. What they don't want to know is that in the industry, it's actually pretty realistic. What they don't want to know is for damaged, traumatized, and lonely people, this need for attention, validation, and love, often via sex, is realistic. The Weeknd is accused of bad acting because of how strange and unsettling the character he plays is, but for the, let's face it, cult leader he portrays, it is once again, realistic. Though some cult leaders appear to be more striking and charismatic when interviewed, that is not the rule. As part of their public profile, several of them prefer to keep a low profile and at times encourage their subordinates to act more than they do, perhaps so as to create the impression of supposedly free choices within the cult. A low-key cult leader such as played by The Weeknd could be all the more dangerous for making his followers believe they were willing participants, instead of manipulated victims. People want to see stardom as glamorous and something to envy, but often, especially these days, it is not the case. It's full of drugs, mental damage, and depravity. It is disturbing, and it is supposed to be. Those who expect to see the pretty side and characters they'd want to take home are disappointed. Viewers are sad not to see their dreams of being famous enacted. Instead, they see horror, but again, that is the point and the message that goes right over their heads. They are uncomfortable, so they don't like it, when discomfort is the point. These celebs aren't so comfortable either, else so many of them wouldn't be depressed addicts. Sure, it's not the pretty show you wanted, but it's the truth in many cases. Frequently, fame is ugly in 2023. With abuse and societal dysfunction rising, so does drug use, and all that goes along with it. All that appears to be lowering is self-worth and mental health. Perhaps 100 years ago, in 1920s, young Hollywood fame was a bit closer to what you'd like to see, though even then there were people with issues. Often issues of pain and abuse spawned brilliant creativity out of a need to express and release emotions. Still, back then in yesteryear, morality was higher, and people had a bit more class. The Weeknd is in the industry himself, and is kindly giving us an inside view of what it truly is without coming out and saying as much.